building being on fire. That was nothing earlier. This place is going crazy. Every single person on their feet. This is what they've waited for from the moment Sting joined TNA. You know they've had it in the back of their minds. When would the World Championship be on the line? Well, it is. And look at him and Sting milking it in. And this crowd, they just eat him alive.
It's been 8 months in the making. And this is it. This is Sting's opportunity. Can we relive history? Can we go back to July 1990 when Sting defeated Ric Flair? Yes, to become NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Will history repeat itself? It's time to find out, ladies and gentlemen. He comes to the ring with not only the gold, the NWA World Heavyweight title, but also his trademark guitar and his backup, the genetic freak, largest arms in the world, shortest fuse as well. Jeff Jarrett, King of the Mountain, accompanied by Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Sting has Christian Cage. Oh, baby, you can just feel that anticipation, Don, can't you? It's electric at Hard Justice.
You know, the sounds were as loud when Jeff came out. It was just a different tone. That crowd had the boos raining down, and they know they are so close to seeing history being made right here. And Jeff Jarrett's going to have to do everything he can to hold on to this.
Let's send it to the ring. Let's send it to Jeremy Borash for the official introductions of the title match at Hard Justice. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is your Hard Justice main event of the evening for the NWA Heavyweight Championship of the World. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official, Mr. Rudy Charles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Orlando, Florida, it's time for your main event of the evening. Introducing, first of all, the challenger. He is seconded to the ring tonight by Christian Cage. He weighed in this morning at 252 pounds and is the #1 contender for the NWA Heavyweight Championship of the World from Venice Beach, California. This is Sting! And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, seconded to the ring tonight by Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. He weighed in this morning at 235 pounds and is the current reigning and defending NWA Heavyweight Champion of the World. He is the King of the Mountain. This is Jeff Jarrett. You mentioned it earlier, the emotional involvement of the capacity crowd on hand here at Hard Justice. The roar for Sting in anticipation of possibly a new NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and then the cascade of boos that almost drowned out Borash's introduction of the defending title holder, Jeff Jarrett.
Rudy Charles is going to be the referee in this matchup, and if you'll notice, they brought out Andrew Thomas, and they brought out Slick Johnson just to keep everybody apart so that they could get this match started right.
It has that big match feel, as well as it should, with the NWA World Heavyweight Championship at stake. You see senior official referee Rudy Charles motioning for Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. The second for the champ, Jeff Jarrett, back down to the floor. Christian Cage does as well for Sting.
He's trying to make sure everybody's out of the way before he starts this bell. And you can see Jarrett ready to roll.
Rudy Charles maintaining order, and here we go! The bell sounds. 8 months in the making. Jeff Jarrett and Sting, NWA heavyweight title. Let's be honest, both men have agreed on one thing and one thing only. That's that there's not room in TNA for both of these individuals.
Oh, that has been so obvious as of late, especially. And look at Sting right now going for a quick advantage. And Jeff Jarrett going right for the ropes, trying to get out of the way, and then takes a cheap shot and slaps Sting. But look at him, he's got him right by the neck and slams him down.
Look at this for the Scorpion. Twice in the opening minute of this matchup. And Jarrett trying to fight it off. I don't know if Sting has Jarrett sufficiently weakened. Then obviously he doesn't, because Jarrett is able to make his way to the ring ropes and get the break.
He's talked so much about cutting the cancer out right there, and he wanted to cut it out quickly. Going right forward, and as you see Jarrett trying to get himself set up.
God, look out
right here at the table. Just doing right over. Jarrett not paying attention, and Sting, and folks, we're going to do our best to cover this. Sting just unbelievably comes right over after him. Catches him with the fan right off the table, and smashes him right into the face. Oh, that's the fan right off of the thing, and Sting wanted to let it right now. It wasn't a wrestling fan. It was the contraption that keeps us cool down.
There goes Jarrett right into the crowd, courtesy of Sting. He just tossed him over the guardrail. Keep your eyes on Big Papa Pump. Scott Steiner and Christian Cage both going to try and follow up, and all four now going to battle out here in the crowd. Let's try and get it back together here at the table if we can.
The way our headsets are set up right now, we're stuck to the table. And I was afraid we weren't going to be able to call this thing. And Sting, just the confidence is brewing as he goes into the crowd where he knows he's the favorite.
There goes Jarrett, face first, right into the wall.
Sting just methodical right now in his game plan. Just going right after him. Every little shot he can, and he picks him up and right on the rail right there, and it looks like Jeff Jarrett caught the, I don't know, it was a collarbone or what he caught on the top of the rail, but he immediately grimaces in pain.
Battling in the crowd, and I think at this point Rudy Charles really needs to take everything into account here. Take into account the importance of this matchup. Have a little levity, have a little leeway, Don, when it comes to following the rules with these two, because we want to settle.
I'll tell you what, this crowd, they got to see everything happen up in there with them tonight. As you saw that brawl earlier, now Sting goes right in there. I saw Christian Cage, and you see Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner, both of them hanging around. And if they get an opportunity to take a cheap shot, you know Big Papa Pump will do it.
Sting says, let's clear the way. Grabs Jarrett by the hair, by the head. Gonna take him up to the top of the arena. Oh, the right hand just decked him.
I mean, Sting is just in total control from the very beginning. Taunting him. He's taunting him with the fans. And look at that. And the fans loving every bit of it. It's just one punch after another.
Did you feel the confidence oozing from Sting, Don? When he took Jarrett here at the broadcast table, he turned, he had a comment for you. You could just sense that the confidence level of Sting is at an all-time high.
Oh, it's got to be right now. And you can see everything's going the way he wanted it. Look at this. Using the towels from the fans, covering the face, and just anything he wants, he throws it up there to Christian. I mean, whatever game plan they put together, it is absolutely working to perfection.
Again, Sting says, let's clear out the fans, and there goes Jarrett again, head first.
And what a way to demoralize the King of the Mountain. Not only beating him up, but beating him up amongst the people.
Challenger in total control. Jarrett down but not out, because the champ's going to try and get back up to his feet, and Sting's going to bring him back towards the ring.
I can't go help to keep my eye on Christian Cage and Big Papa Pump, as they're always right around. If you'll look, they'll pop into the picture any second. There you see Big Papa Pump, and there you see Christian coming over. They're making sure they're right by there if things get out of hand, because they know how quickly it can change.
I don't know.
Back here again.
Back over here by the table, and instead, Sting tosses the champ Jarrett in the ring. Now Sting's been distracted by Scott Steiner. Rudy Charles tells Big Papa Pump, sit down in the chair. I mean, you got to give Rudy credit here. He's doing everything within his power to maintain order. Watch Sting, gonna go high risk here. Steiner's got a chair. Steiner's got the steel chair.
Oh, he catches him right there in the leg as the referee was going over with the Christian Cage to get him on that side, and he didn't see it.
He took out his knee.
No, he did. He cracked him right in the knee.
He took out his knee, Don. He just took Christian Cage overhead, belly-to-belly suplex by Steiner. The 2 seconds battle.
Well, advantage goes to Scott Steiner right there. Christian Cage saw what Steiner did. He came over to try to make a difference, and Scott Steiner just overhead, belly-to-belly.
You mentioned make a difference. That's what Scott Steiner did. The steel chair shot to the knee of Sting enables Jeff Jarrett to take control and take advantage of this situation.
And then he just sweeps the leg right there. You saw Jeff Jarrett going right after the same knee. And that's how Jeff Jarrett always seems to get an advantage.
You've got a one-legged challenger in this matchup, and Jarrett just continues to stomp repeatedly right directly on that already injured knee. Now going to stake it out. He's going to cannonball down.
Man, he is just relentless how he's going after the knee. One shot after another. There's another shot on it.
Think about this. You take out Sting's knee, it makes the Scorpion less effective, but it also enables Jarrett to weaken him for the figure 4.
Great point, because it takes so much of your leg strength to lock that in. And look at Jeff Jarrett. I mean, he is not even letting up. Going right after it, one shot after another. Now slamming it down on the mat, picking it up. I'll tell you what, if he keeps this up, I don't know that Sting will be able to go on. And you can see Sting writhing in pain. Oh, man.
And you can sense here that Jarrett just smells the blood, that he feels that he can put Sting away after that interference by Steiner. And here it comes. Figure 4, and sits back with it. There it is.
Oh, man, you can see as soon as he pulled back on that leg, I mean, Sting came up like a rocket right there as the pain is excruciating right now.
Figure 4 leg lock applied by the champ, and Sting got to dig down so deep here. The fans are firmly behind him as his shoulders were down for a 2 count.
Well, Jeff Jarrett would like nothing more than to end it this way right now so they can brag on the fact that Sting couldn't even stay in this match and he had to tap out. And Jarrett pulling back on it with everything he's got. Sting he's just trying to block out the pain. I don't know that he can.
Jarrett continues to just maintain that figure 4 submission hold. Sting trying to just fight through the pain, and at the same time, he's going to try and get momentum on his side if he can turn Jarrett over here.
Look at that, now Jarrett just slapping him. Sometimes, though, that can backfire. That can just drive the anger level. But again, he applies the pressure on that leg.
Was that open hand slap? Was that the wake-up call for Sting, who he turned him over?
He got it turned over right there, and then you see Jeff Jarrett already grabbing the rope to break it.
The champ is up, and the challenger on one leg just gets caught with the right hand on the side of the head, and Jarrett quickly bounces off the rope. Sting caught him and blocked him with a right. Sting with another. He blocks the Jarrett punches, and he caught him backhand punch that time, and a big right hand to the jaw.
You got to wonder about the force, though, behind Sting's blows without that weight on that leg at full force. But it looks like he's coming through okay right now as he's just not letting up.
Out of the corner, there goes Jarrett. Stinger splash on the way. Oh, Jarrett moved out of the way.
And again, I think that may have been the fact that he just didn't have the speed to come off those ropes like he wanted. And now going for the stroke. Oh! But Sting turns it.
1, 2. Wait a minute.
Oh, come on.
Scott Steiner pulled Rudy Charles out of the ring. Oh, here comes Christian Cage.
Oh, you can see this. Christian Cage every time Scott Steiner goes at it. Christian Cage not going to put up with it. And now he's grabbing the chair. Oh, man, Rudy Charles doing what he can. Wait a minute. He's kicking him out.
What? What are you going to do, Rudy?
I swear, as Jeff Jarrett just got his knees up on Sting in the ring, I swear he just kicked Christian Cage out, I think.
Wait a minute. Scott Steiner just picked up the title belt from our table. Scott Steiner took the championship belt and tossed it into Jarrett. I think Rudy Charles saw it, though.
Well, you can see Rudy Charles, he sent Christian Cage back to his corner.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Jarrett's measuring Sting, waiting for him to get to his feet. He's got the title belt in his hands.
Oh, look at right there, though. Christian Cage able to come through, and he throws the belt right there to Sting.
Tossed it back in, and now Sting's got the belt, and he just knocked out Jarrett.
Oh, you can see right now Rudy Charles, and he's in an argument right here in front of us with Big Papa Pump. And he's trying to do some kind of order right there.
Pin, here's 1, 2.
Oh, took too late as he got his leg up on the rope.
You just saw a prime example of why Sting decided to take Christian Cage up on his offer. You have to have someone out here to neutralize Scott Steiner.
I'll tell you what, Gotta give it to Rudy Charles. He's somehow able to keep this thing in order somewhat.
Uh-oh, Steiner chair shot, look out!
Oh, right into the back, and he used the body of Sting to shield him so the referee Rudy Charles didn't see it.
You see Sting's landing? Headbutt to the groin of the champ, and both champ and challenger are down. Christian Cage slides in, Steiner as well.
Well, he sees Big Papa Pump trying to grab that chair, and you see the shortcut there as Christian Cage, and they go at it.
Christian unloads on Big Papa Pump, putting the boots to Scott Steiner in the corner.
Look at this, Big Papa Pump now grabbing on the arm of the referee, and wait a minute, you see there's the chair.
Christian's got the steel chair.
He's measuring it up.
Scott Steiner
and he levels him.
Knockout shot. Jarrett's knocked out. Cover him, Sting. Cover him and win the title.
Jeff Jarrett absolutely walked out. Rudy Charles did right there.
He threatened him earlier. He said, I'll send you to the back, and I think this time he's going to follow through on his word.
He is sending him out. You're right, Mike. He is. It is official. He is sending Christian Cage out of the building. Kicking him out. Oh, this is ridiculous. How can you do that when Scott Steiner's doing what he's doing? And Christian, you choose sides.
Christian Cage sent to the back by Rudy Charles, the senior official. Hey, he's got everything. Same thing for Steiner.
Great way. That's what you got to do. You got to make it fair all the way around. And Steiner can't believe it, but let's face it. Both of you need to be out of here. Let the two guys settle on their own.
Look at the emotion on the face of the senior official. Rudy Charles is laying down the law to Scott Steiner.
He wants this thing settled. Listen, the crowd send on Scott Steiner, and he can't believe it.
Now we're going to settle it between champion and challenger. Now it's Sting and Jarrett for the gold, and here we go.
Wow, nice drop kick, but Jeff Jarrett looked like he was able to pull out of the way.
He never made contact with the move. Jarrett hooked the top rope, and Sting's drop kick didn't connect. He's going to try and beat him with his own move here. He's going to try and beat him with the Scorpion.
And he's got it in place, and you got to wonder about the pain going through the leg of Sting. As Jeff Jarrett now has it.
You're right, the previously injured knee of Sting being worn down by the Scorpion submission hold. Jeff Jarrett is trying to beat Sting with his own submission move.
Oh, and he's just holding on right there, and then Sting able to push him out. And look at Sting getting himself fired up, and now he puts it in, and it's like, you're not going to do it. You're not going to beat me with my own.
Here it is. He's got it.
He's
Scorpion.
got it.
Is Jarrett going to tap? Is Jarrett going to tap?
Listen to this crowd. They can feel it. They can feel it.
Pull him back into the middle of the ring, Sting. Don't let him get the rope break.
He doesn't have the leg strength, I think, to keep him there in the middle. Is Jeff Jarrett able to use that and get to the rope?
You're right. That's got to be the difference maker. It has to be. That Scott Steiner chair shot from earlier enables Jarrett to get the rope break. Stinger splash. Oh no! Rudy Charles got splashed in the corner. Low blow. Low blow by Jarrett.
Oh, Jeff Jarrett able to do that. Now he sets him up for the stroke, and he hits it. And you can see that left leg buckle on Sting when he went down, and the referee's out.
Steiner's coming back. Steiner just went by us.
Oh, you realize he wasn't going to stay gone for long.
No. Steiner brings the guitar in for Jarrett. Sting, he just got stroked by the champ, and now Jarrett's going to go to the top with the guitar.
Jeff Jarrett getting up there. He wants to put a finality on this right here. And wait a minute. Christian Cage isn't going to allow it. As he comes in with Sting's back and takes a shot at both of them.
Baseball bat shot. There's one for Steiner. Look out. Over the top. There you go. Down goes Steiner to the floor.
And then he goes right after Jarrett. And he's going to set him up right there for Sting.
Here it is. Sting has Jarrett. Christian's got the guitar. Backdrop suplex by Sting on Jarrett. What's this? Christian Cage directing traffic. He tells Sting to go to the top. High risk Sting off the top. Get him. Get him.
He's setting him up right here. Here he goes. What? What? What did he just do? What did he just do?
What the hell just happened?
He just smashed Sting coming off that rope. He set him up and then leveled it with Jarrett's guitar.
Christian Cage just delivered the knockout blow. Christian Cage took Jarrett's guitar and crashed it right over the head of Sting.
Both of the guys are laid out, but just Jarrett.
No,
Sting
no,
away.
no, it can't end like this.
Oh, Christian
no.
Cage, that was filthy.
Referee Rudy Charles back in.
Look
no.
at that grin on his face.
1,
No.
2.
No. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match is still NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the King of the Mountain, Jarrett.
Christian Cage, you're a selfish SOB.
He's a snake. He's a filthy, rotten snake.
Christian Cage just knocked out Sting. Sting just got screwed. Sting just got screwed. Sting just got screwed out of the NWA World title.
I can't believe what I just saw.